Have you ever had a moment where your entire world suddenly shifts all around you? Suddenly in a moment, the weather changes, the language changes, your way of life changes, and even your hair changes. Have you ever had a moment when suddenly everything was unknown, and the only control you seem to have is how you react to these situations outside of your grasp? Have you ever felt so afraid but so alive in the midst of the unknowns? Have you ever felt so afraid to open up to the new world around you because you do not know how you will be received by this new place? Have you ever had a place so foreign quickly become home? And have you ever had an experience that you knew from that moment on your life would forever be changed? I had a semester where those have you ever moments were my reality. I remember weeks and days before I left, I constantly was thinking, there's no way I can do this. But I remember as I boarded the plane to a foreign country, I had never been so terrified but so expectant for what was about to happen. Before I left, I was continually plagued by the fear, how am I going to do this? It was a new place, new customs, new language, new people, new everything. How am I going to do this? How is this new place and all these new things supposed to become a new home to me? A place so different from my normal. I was filled with doubts that I had of myself. How could I ever thrive, let alone survive in a country I did not know and where I was completely unknown? How am I going to do this? With every decision I made, I considered letting my doubts and my feelings of inadequacy hold me back. There was so much this country and this program had to offer. So many places to see and many adventures to be had, even a whole new language to master. But how am I going to do this? The liberating feeling of independence was right there, but every time I went to take a bold step and venture out on my own, fears and doubts nagged at me. How in the world are you going to do this? With each day and each decision, the question came into my mind, how am I going to do this? I had to make a decision, in this moment of fear, that I was going to take a bold step and I was going to choose to live. I decided to embrace a place so different from what I knew with an open heart, and I was received right back. And I did it. I was touched by the people that I was surrounded by, all the friends I had made, all the laughs we had shared, all the memories we had made, and the adventures we had had. I have learned to thrive no matter my circumstances, from my victories on the mountaintops or when it felt like I was walking through a valley in the midst of struggle. I did it. I saw how rich life could be when you embrace the richness of life and live in each moment. I pushed my limits and tried new things that I never could have imagined doing. I learned that feelings of incapability or fear should never hold you back from facing every moment and standing tall. Because in those moments when you embrace who you truly are, you find yourself. So I encourage anyone listening to this to not let fear hold you back from freely and fully living in every situation. Because if I did it, then you can too. It is the moments that shape the people we become. For me, it was my semester of new experiences abroad which changed my life for the better. Live your life and live it well, because you too can do it.